Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Edin, and I am the host of this podcast, Growcast, which is a podcast for B2B marketing and sales. So, in my podcast, I am showing some videos or doing some reviews about some tools. My team and I, we are working remote. There is no office, there is no personal meetings, as you know, on a daily basis. So, I was thinking about, is there any tool which can help me stay productive but stay in touch with my team and be present like if you in a real office? And then I was looking for some tools and I found SoWork, and I want to show you later one specific thing what I want to show you in SoWork Office, which I'm very appreciating that I can join and showing that office for you in this video exclusive. So let me share you my screen. This is the website. As you can see, SoWork.com. This is a virtual workspace for remote teams. So you can work together. And what I really like on that idea or on that business is, so when you're writing with somebody on Slack, as you can see, I have Slack, I have Teams, I have Discord. And you can imagine if there is something like I like to ask one of my employees, what about, I don't know, that project for that type of business? Give me some updates. Yeah, then we are writing basically here on Teams and then I get an update. But that's not the problem. The problem is I have to wait for the response. And this is also one issue or one pain point, which is very similar in different business areas. So you can imagine you're in the office and you have to ask your coworker, which is in another department, hey, Peter, what about that topic? Can you send me that? I need it because we have stand-up meeting ASAP. And then you're waiting for Peter's response for about, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. So the reason why I don't like this kind of chatting with others is that waiting time for responses. And there are other things as well to think about, but let's go there. So you can see you have the presence option as a function. So you can see who is in the office actually present. And you can also schedule and execute meetings, which I also really like. And then you can chat with each others and you have your own analytics. And this is also really interesting to see how productive your team is. So even there you have a pretty nice score of reviews in G2. And this is also, I think, standing out your office way smarter. So you can do anything regarding teamwork, collaborations, transcription of your recording, and summarizing that. And you can save it all in one place. And that's really nice. So you can also do that trial for 7 days. I was doing that as well. And then I talked to the CEO, to Wish. Props to Wish. I'm very happy that I can show you this because he's providing me a place to show their office, how they're building that and how this workflow could work. And so I'm going to show you that in few seconds or maybe in a few minutes. But let's go there. We have, or let me open it in that way. So when I'm opening that app SoWork, you can see this. I mean, everybody who is seeing that, even when I'm doing some Instagram stories, so I don't know, and I'm talking with friends and I have my laptop with me, everybody is asking me, what kind of tool you using when you're doing your meetings? Because it looks like you playing some video games. It remembers me when I was a child, I was playing Sims. Every day I was addicted to play that. So you can see you have there the entry, then you can wait there. Somebody of the team is picking you up. You have there your customer meetings. So you can design this office in that way, which you think, which is the most realistic look-alike real office for you, but on a virtual place. And you can also see there is some guest co-working zone. So if you're working with some guests, and by the way, I saw a lot of offices, but not even one was close to that one, which I saw here, because that's another level. So this is very professional. That's so crazy, genius. I love that everything. You have separate also offices. And if somebody has birthday, happy birthday to Wish on that side, you can put him some balloons there and then you can send him birthday wishes, etc. Then you have there a town hall room where you can do some meetings. You have their different offices. You have their any departments as you in a real life. So if you have a real office, you also have your departments. You have marketing, you have art, you have IT, you have the engineering, you have I don't know what. You have the CTO, you have the CCO, CEO, you have everything there. You have your boardrooms. So you can design it there. You can also do like, okay, I want to have a tiki bar. Really nice. Or if it's snowing, then you can decorate it in that way. And there is my office. And as you can see, I'm a really big fan of Sheldon Cooper. So Bazinga is every time with me. And then I can move around, you see. I can also throw some snowballs if I like. And that's also so crazy. When I'm going to my desk, I can also change my clothes. I can change my face. I don't know how to say face items. I can change my hair. I can change the color on my hair. I can do some fokuhila in, I don't know, in orange if I like. I can put some hats on it. I can put a mustache, a beard. So I love this very, very much. And as you can see, my character, he has muscles because I like to go to the gym. So I like to be realistic, but the three eyes are not so realistic. But you can be yourself and that's so nice. And if you go there, I don't like to distribute the team because they're already in a meeting. So I can move to them. And if I am in that area, if I'm entering their office, immediately it pops up a video meeting. So you can also see who's there on his place and you can talk with them and you can see there a lot of things. So pretty nice tool and some stuff here I want to show you. If you online, you can go there and press your online. And what I like, I mean that's on English, right? That's an US company and I'm here in Vienna. I'm speaking German and I have that tool basically open and you see it's here also in German something. There is something in German. I can say, okay, my status is I'm going to lunch, or I'm not available at the moment, or I am away from the office. So now I'm moving out of the office. Everybody knows I am not there. I can also chat there. I have there my meetings. I have there my meeting library. Then I have here some insights, etc. And I can custom my office and so on and so on. But the main things, what I also like is the simple mode and the mini mode. So yeah, this is also one thing what I want to show you. So this is, I think that was the simple mode, and then you can also move around there. And that's really nice. And you can open it, you can zoom in, zoom out as you like. You can play that anytime. And what I also appreciate, you can do some team activity games. So for example, if you have on Friday your, I don't know, OKR meetings, you can meet in the town hall. And before starting the OKR meeting, you can play with the team. Then you have also that activity there. So you have also your automatic meeting sync. You have your, what I also show you, your availability. So when you're not there, if you deep working until 11, you can select it there. So yeah, it's a faster and a more connected team in my eyes. And I can see there everything. So I have there my other apps or collaboration apps which I can link there. You have a lot of integrations. You can make it your team as you like, and then you can see there are unlimited ways to do it in that way, which feels for you and your team really great. And let me talk about some features. So this is an all-in-one business communication tool. You have the virtual office, you can do your online meetings, you can do external meetings like a Zoom style meeting for clients. That's also really nice. So you can send them directly the link and they don't need any kind of credentials, etc. You have the team games, which I really like, so you can play around. And I mean, come on, man. If you don't use that tool in your company, I don't know, man, then you have to think about it again because this is giving you not even more productive team. It feels like, we are all humans and we all like to have some gimmicks in our daily operation business. Then you have your virtual events. So you can do, I don't know, you can say, let's have every month a champagne shower meeting and we are doing that virtually. So we are throwing champagne in the air and I don't know, whatever you like. There is no limited creativity. You can do whatever you want. What I really like from a CEO perspective, because when I run my agency, I don't like to think about Is there anybody doing something regarding their work? Because, as we already know, C-level is always asking when it comes to the table regarding home office and restrictions, they all say, let's move to the office. You have to be present because then we can be safe that you're working. But you can't think about that because even if you are working for 8 hours in the office, it's just sitting around when you're not working in a productive way. So, but what I really like is, from my perspective, when I am running an agency, I can also see who's already there, and I can also see all office activity heat maps. You can track that. You can also see the productivity dashboard of your team in a meeting, how long we spend time, etc., etc. And you can see when and how work is happening. And this is really nice. So the purpose-built CEO dashboards, that's a topic for me because as a CEO, I just like also to understand what's happening, what about the activities where you can optimize. And you have a clear visibility into work patterns. So you have the analytics there and you can understand team dynamics, which is really interesting. And you can also prevent loneliness because as we already know, since the pandemic, we are feeling lost because we are so lonely. Everybody's working from home and blah, blah, blah. So, this is also a very interesting thing to point out. And you can do the whole thing in that way that you can make collaborations very easy. So, let's jump to other features like AI summary recordings. This is one thing I really like because I have a lot of meetings, as you can understand, because we have with clients, we have with the team and etc. And then you have, I don't know, some other external meetings. And I'm not that guy who is taking notes by writing them with hand. I like to have it written by AI and I like to have these recordings in one place. Then you have a Slack like chat, which I really like. So you have channels, threads, you have file uploads, DMs, and more. Because as you can see, I have one, two, three different channels and WhatsApp. So I'm pretty lost in that game. But why not? We can use another different channel. If I have four, then let me hit the fifth also there. And what I also really appreciate, thank you for that feature. So you can share your screen, but not even there. You have the opportunity to draw on it because when I am opening my Teams meeting, I don't have any opportunity to draw something, especially when a client or somebody is sharing their screen. And then you have to navigate them and you have to say, go to the left, to the sidebar and press on my tasks. And then I can see that. So, and then you can pull out your drawing tool set and then you can draw around and then you can do something like that. So this is pretty nice. This is one thing what I really like. Zero friction. That's what we need. And look how you can do that. Really nice. So you have to try that. Then you will understand what I mean. Last but not least, we have also a lot of integrations. What means a lot? You have Zapier, so you can build your own integrations. You have Miro there, OneDrive I'm waiting for because I'm using OneDrive a lot. Google Drive, same topic, ClickUp, etc. You have Slack there. Why not? We can use that again. And we have also Outlook and Google Calendar. So this is also really nice. About some resources, also to give you a small overview, we have different use cases. I'm picking up for marketing teams because this is something what I am really often using there. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is for me when I'm picking up the right tool for my team. I'm always asking my team what kind of work we can optimize and how we can provide that way of simplified workflow and simplified tool implementations. So it's very easy. We have to take a look and then we are comparing and then we are deciding regarding which tools we want to implement. Based on that way, how it could optimize our workflow, how we can feel safe with this, how we can feel, I don't know, comfortable with this, because nobody of us want to spend a lot of hours and days working on some implementations, customizations, creatings on that. If you want to have full service, premium, virtual office workspaces, name it, then SoWork is the best for you. If you want to try it, Everything is linked in the description, in the show notes of my episode, and then you can click right there. You can test it. There is no affiliate link. There is no sponsoring. It's just, sharing the experience, how you can be productive and thinking from that perspective. How can I go with the time, like being in a virtual office or replacing my offline office with a digital office and having the same productivity and presence, checking stuffs, whatever I want to have, as I'm feeling like in an office which is offline. So, thank you for watching that video. I would appreciate it if you can give me a review on that video, on that podcast, if you can subscribe it, because I'm also doing some other stuffs and showing some insights for marketing and sales. But I'm also showing you my tool stack and I will do some more reviews. I have something in my pipeline. I have a lot of different tools and I want to show you this step by step, video for video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.